us what to talk about on our show, motherfucker.
Exactly. Go back and do that stupid show. Couple of Whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, no, man. We were talking about that, and we thought that was funny. When we put it in perspective, it's like it's one guy at the Velveeta Room. I don't know what the fuck how that story got twisted around.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're not on mic.
You're not on mic. It's okay. You talk around the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was completely insane. I didn't know that. They can't hear me.
Like, hey, what the fuck is he talking about back there? Yeah, I'm sorry.
We can't hear him.
No, hey.
He's back in. Oh, that problem, man. You come and fuck with me again.
Fuck those comedians.
Come and do motherfuckers. Tell some jokes.
I got better comments coming out of my ass.
Well, if I can just speak for myself, Corey, you were there, and you know, like, as heckling go, I threw the guy a softball. It wasn't like I was like on his ass constantly.
Well, we didn't have time to go any further because the whole room stopped and just looked at us and like,
Tell some jokes.
Yeah, the room looked at us like, get these motherfuckers out.
Tell
we
some jokes.
We trying to have a good time. I was like,
there weren't even that many people there. I mean, besides us, there were like 6 people in
no,
the room.
I would say there was because I was telling him. I remember it wasn't because it wasn't packed.
Right.
But it was about like I don't know 10 so people.
Every comedian all had their friends there. I'm sure.
Probably. So man, that's what it was. But there was a group.
Probably what it was.
The group of women sitting at the table. I told them, I said, as we were walking out, they looked at us like,
God damn these black people.
Yes. Black people can't get out in public anywhere.
Can't have nothing nice.
Exactly. Who left them off their leashes?
It made me mad because Corey went back and said like, "Oh, you got to forgive my friend." He was,
I did,
but you know what?
I wasn't drunk. And I was like, "Man, I wasn't drunk." He's
but
like, I know, but he was my friend. I had to say something.
But did you know that it was his friend that was up there on stage along with? Oh, you still didn't give a shit. That's hilarious.
That's what I said.
He's like,
I
knew
back.
that. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious. That's what I like about you, Leon. You just don't give a shit.
And him and High were together. High don't give a shit about anything.
Oh no, not at all.
How is at somebody's party?
Yeah.
And at this person's party, this person showed us their short film. It was a Christmas party. And you're polite. You know, everybody said, he came in and asked everybody, it's like, hey, how'd you like the film? And everybody in the room was polite. They're like, hey, it was cute. That was good. Yeah. And he went and asked Hi, said, Hi, what'd you think about that movie? And Hi said, I fucking hated it. In this guy's home.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Hey, honesty is the best policy if you ask me. God knows how many parties I've been to where people are showing their shit and you're just like, why are you fucking embarrassing yourself like this? Why?
Yeah, exactly.
Stop
the combination of Leon and High being there, it's kind of like in fact, I got a new name for them. The Don't Give a Fuck Brothers.
Don't Give a Fuck Brothers, yes.
Yeah, they don't tell you about your shit in your house.
Nice. I need to hang out with those guys more often.
Yeah, no, don't do that, please. You bad enough.
All right.
Tell you what, we're going to talk about the
Unborn. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But we
and before you get into emails, I don't know. We might have to record these reviews with these guys and come back.
Okay.
Do you mind?
You do what you got to do. No,
because they can't. I told them 8:30 to come over and.
Oh, okay. So. Oh, fuck that! You get your fucking hands off me! I'll fucking stab you. What makes you think I won't stab your ass? All right, I'm gonna cut you. I'm gonna. Hey, I know people.
Oh, look what I got here! Oh, look at this!
I'm gonna make another.
Do something about it, motherfucker.
I'm gonna make another vagina in the front of your head. All right.
See, people, this is why we keep them out the same room.
Get this guy out of here, Corey.
All right, I'm gonna move you to the next room.
All right,
and
real quick, and then we'll come back. We'll talk about the unborn, and then we'll get an
email. Yeah, we're gonna get 2 reviews out the way right now.
Damn it.
And then we'll come back and complete this.
Cut my shit short.
All right, got all those knuckleheads out the room.
I know. It's like we're doing our thing, and then all of a sudden the goof troop shows up.
And speaking of which,
yes,
I told you I've been the defensive driving so much.
Right.
I have this cartoon memorized that they keep showing. I love the cartoon, first of all. I saw it when I was a kid because they kept showing it on the Disney Channel and stuff. But it's with Goofy is driving.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
I remember.
He turns into he's Mr. Wheeler.
Mr. Wheeler. That's right.
He gets behind the wheel.
Brown suit, right?
He turns because he starts out. People, if you go to defensive driving, you're bound to see this. It's Goofy, and it's a world full of Goofies, by the way.
Right. Exactly.
And So he starts out as a mild-mannered guy. He walks out of his house, and Mr. Smith or whatever, he turns.
He's wearing a brown suit.
He's wearing a brown. He's wearing his glasses. He's all meek. Yeah. He gets behind the wheel, and he turns into Mr. Wheeler, motorist, and he turns into a demon.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, he's going down the street, and they're like, move out the way, roadhog, and he honks that horn.
Yeah.
Oink. Oink. And then they say, what do you think, you're on the road? He's like, of course I'm on the road. I pay my taxes. I pay for these roads. I feel like that whenever I get into trouble.
I always love those because I always look forward to hearing that whenever somebody either fell off a cliff or like, you know, swings up in there, like gets into a crash, and you see him fly up in the air, you always hear them go, you always hear the Goofies go, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, I remember that, man.
I love that shit.
I love that too. And they use that every time.
Thank God.
All right,
anyway,
man.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about the unborn.
That's right. Okay. Well, yeah, we were talking about like when we do these reviews sometimes. Well, I guess what we were going to get into is when we did that review, we were pretty messed up and we just started going off on craziness, and we forgot a good majority of half the things we were talking about that we should discuss. Half the things we did talk about before we did it, we didn't even mention.
We had this whole thing in our mind. See, when we got through watching the Unborn, we were talking about weird things like like in the movie the thing that wants to come back into this world that's coming in through this twin baby.
Right.
Don't even ask.
Exactly.
But its name is. They don't even explain it. His name is Jumby.
Jumby. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, his name was Jumby. And all of a sudden it seemed like, I don't know if they were trying to market that name as like the next Freddy Krueger or something, but it just didn't work because as soon as you hear it, everyone in the theater was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Jumby.
Jumby.
Because that kid kept saying, Jumby wants to be born.
Yeah, exactly. Like Jumby.
And then they say, you see the name is spelled like Gumby, except it's with a J.
With a
Jumby.
J, yeah, Jumby.
Now, when they said that, do people remember Pee-wee's Playhouse?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's spelled the same, but
No.
Jumby, mecca lecca high, mecca hidey ho.
Jumby.
Yeah. Hey, Jumby. I get 3 wishes today.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jumby
Hello,
was
Pee-wee.
Pee-wee's genie. That floating
the
green
genie
head.
in the box. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
mecca lecca high, mecca hiney ho.
Yeah.
Repeat after me, kids.
And kids would have to
Mecca
say it.
lecca high, mecca hiney ho.
Jumby. Yeah, it was.
Let Pee-wee pick up a hoe.
I'm like, Jumby, you got to be kidding me, man.
Yeah.
I say, okay, we're supposed to be scared.
Yeah.
Because the villain in the kid is a little boy.
Yeah.
In that coat.
Yeah, in that coat.
He
Yeah,
was like Paddington Bear, so he wore that coat.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to be scared of a little boy wearing a stupid ass coat
With
named
fucked up,
Jumby.
yeah, with fucked up contacts.
Yeah, well, they had those bright blue eyes, those goth eyes.
Exactly.
Milli Vanilli eyes.
Yeah. Oh my
he,
God.
Man, that kid would pop up in all kind of places.
Oh yeah. Oh, the best scene in the whole movie is when he popped up in the goddamn medicine cabinet when she opened up the door and you see him all like twisted and mangled, like ah!
And it wasn't scary because she opened the door and it looked like this kid was playing a Tetris game.
Exactly.
Like he was all squished in there like Tetris, like his head was in the middle.
He looked like he was a victim of a ghost hazing, like he was initiated in the ghost universe, and they fucking just
It was like
shoved
Ghost-
his ass in
Yeah.
the goddamn medicine cabinet.
It was like Ghost High School. You know when they put the nerd in the
exactly.
locker.
That's exactly.
I said that kid wasn't bad. He was just asking for help. Help me! Don't shut the door now.
That chick like just slammed that fucking cabinet door shut. I'm
was like,
surprised,
no wonder
I'm
this
surprised
kid
his
is
head
pissed.
didn't come through the goddamn the damn door with the mirror. It's like
With the shape of his face. Yeah, man. See, it's so many things that sometimes we forget because.
Oh, yeah.
Because later that night, like I was getting ready to go to bed, and you're like, man, I should have called him. We should have mentioned Jumby.
I know exactly. I told Corey, I was like, dude, I was dying to call you because I was just thinking in my head, I was like, we didn't even bring up the goddamn guy's name, the kid's name, Jumby. I mean, hell, but hey,
It makes me think.
it happens. It happens. You miss some things.
I always hate those people. Now you get those critics, when they who bring in that special pen.
Exactly, with the notes. Yeah, they're taking the fucking notes. Yeah.
So that pen has a light at the bottom, and whenever they write, the pen comes on.
Oh shit!
And there was it's like a little green light, like infrared or infragreen or something. And they start writing. It's the most annoying thing.
I know. I I used to remember people doing that, and it used to bug the shit out of me because I'm like, you're too busy writing. You're not even paying attention.
You're not even watching a fucking movie.
Yeah, exactly. Like some of your thoughts. I mean, it's a fucking movie review. Come on. But it's funny because the guys who do that are always the reviews that you read where it's like they're working on a term paper and it's so convoluted and it's filled with words I will never use in my life.
Of course, and they're talking about Hotel for Dogs.
Exactly. And that shit becomes like a goddamn Harvard fucking paper.
They're talking about Shrek 3, and all of a sudden it's a thesis.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what the fuck is it? Was the movie good?
Yeah. Have you ever heard a review from somebody? Now, look, people, I know that we'll look. I can tell you, I've never heard the criticism. I've never had anybody come and say it to us.
Yeah,
but I know that people write these very academic reviews, and I know they're looking at us saying, you don't take this seriously.
They don't even look at us. They'll just. I'm sure they'll listen to half a review and they'll turn the shit off.
Yeah, and see, people, I can tell you, any one of us can write that way. Okay, I mean, yes, it does take some skill. I'm not going to downplay their talents. I mean, it does take some skill to write.
It does.
And especially write in that manner. So I'm not going to say like, oh, anybody can write this. Right. No, anybody cannot. But why always do it for a movie? Yeah, I mean, I understand doing it for some movies.
Right.
I understand doing it for like that NPR crowd out there. Yeah, you got.
They love that shit.
Yeah, they love. But it gets to a point where it becomes they get so enwrapped in their words. They don't even. Have you ever heard a review where at the end you thought like, okay, what did they think about the movie?
Exactly. Yeah, it's like they're too busy jerking off on words, and where the review gets lost. You don't really. Usually, when I read those kind of reviews, it's almost like it seems like they're screaming to me like, I want you to be impressed by my thoughts and my use of wordage. And I never get anything out of those reviews. I mean, because I'm not really. I'd rather go to a friend of mine and ask them, hey, what the fuck did you think about that movie? Than ask some fucking guy who's been to college, who's been going to college for 4 years only to write movie reviews. Yeah. Which I'm not really knocking that, but because those guys can get jobs, obviously. But at the same time, I get nothing out of reading those reviews because it's not the same train of thought as I would want. As far as I just want an honest answer. I don't want to be bullshit. I don't want to be glossed over with how smart you are. Well, yeah, I just want a simple answer.
You get these people,
does it suck or what? Should I waste my fucking time?
Well, like somebody. I heard a review similar to this. Now I didn't. I'm not saying that this was the review, but let's just say that one of these guys was reviewing Gran Torino, and at the end, you're waiting to hear. Okay, what did you rate it? What did you give it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Yeah. Anything. Right. Just give me your opinion. But there's no opinion really. It's like, instead, Walt Kowalski is not only glancing back on his life, but it's Clint Eastwood glancing back on his career.
Shut the fuck up. Like, get out of here. What the hell?
Okay, what did you think?
Exactly.
I remember I was listening. I was working because, look, I listen to NPR. I'm not a stupid motherfucker. Right? I use a lot of crass words, and we use a lot of, we joke around a lot because we're down to earth people. That's the way we are.
Yeah, and it sucks that we even have to say down to earth people because I mean the population is filled with people like us.
Yeah, exactly. We choose to talk like this. We choose to. Well, I mean, it's almost like comparing it to the guy that can make good grades in high school, but he prefers to be the clown and not be known as a smart one. I mean, because any of us can write eloquently like that. Yeah. I'm very.
But it's a movie. You know, I'll write like that if I got to write a novel about your life or something. I mean,
exactly. I mean, we're hanging around drinking beers. I mean,
for the unborn. No, fuck no. I'm not gonna write some intellectual thesis on why the movie wasn't good.
But and that's what I'm saying. We sit up here and we just want to have fun. So we just in this way. Now having said all that, I wonder if we should have wrote some of that shit down.
I know. Right?
I'm like, maybe I should have been that egghead for one night who had the notes and whatnot. And people don't think I'm begrudging those people. Everything has an audience. Those people write for the audience.
They do. So, they have an audience.
And I admire them. I mean, I just don't want to be looked down upon by people like that.
Oh, but they do. I mean, I've talked to plenty of those guys, and it's always they're
annoying, man.
They are really trying to impress me.
It's like I understand your audience, but I've had people. I've seen it. I've had people turn their noses up at me. I mean, literally just look away because. Oh, those guys are just goofballs. Right. It's like, look, I understand we come across like that. Maybe we brought some of that on ourselves, but I understand you have an audience. I'm not criticizing you for like writing like a fucking